Back again with Ben 10 Alien Force, this time Season 2, Episode 6. Yeah, I'm excited to see what comes this week because last week was the best episode of this season so far with all the callbacks that was happening with Cooper, the weather machines, the slight tease at the teleport pad with Rainer and stuff like that. The weather machines, Lost Soledad as well, where we met Paradox in Season 1 for the first time. So yeah, there was quite a few callbacks, and it looks like the dots are finally starting to connect with the whole DN Aliens big picture, because they're at Lost Soledad they're creating this giant teleport pad. It looks like a giant teleport pad, but it looks like the giant archway from St. Louis. When Cooper touched the teleport pad, he got a glimpse of what the DN Aliens are planning. Obviously, they're planning to bring like a giant fleet through, bringing an invasion through. So yeah, that's going to be interesting to watch. Cooper said that he'd come back and help them, if only for his giant cringeworthy crush on Gwen. So that goes into the whole hiring plumbers kids once again. We kind of dipped off from that, like for most of the show so far. Like, since the episode where Max disappeared, we sort of dipped off on that a bit, but the callback with the weather machines, it calls back to the episode with Alan, who could turn into the heat blast. Also with Plumber's Kids, you've got Helen and Manny from last season, who I absolutely hated, but they count as Plumber's Kids. And now you've got Cooper involved as well. So yeah, the eventual team that we're gonna have is only getting bigger. I hope that all of them come back. Yeah, I really hope so. But it is freezing right now. It is the cold mornings here, so let's just get on with it, shall we? So let's just get right into Season 2, Episode 6 of Ben 10 Alien Force, starting now!
Dragon escaped from
yeah.
our grasp.
Last season.
I have built a starship.
Okay.
Of equal parts machine and beast. Which and Julie.
Shit! Julie? Hello? Ah! It's so cute!
I'm glad to see you too.
Yeah, so are we.
Show me a new trick. That's great.
Oh.
Ready to shop? Gift cards from Grandma. I am totally ready.
Okay, no shrieking in the car.
Okay, where's Ben? Oh no, this is sad. Oh, guess not. Okay, he's going along. Move. Uh-oh. Not the car. Not the car.
Ben, Ellsworth Avenue, south of the mall. Now.
Let's go. Jet Ray.
Again with the car.
Oh no. Shit!
Ship?
That is the saddest thing I've ever seen.
In you go.
Oh! Oh. Nah, not a fan. Not a fan of torturing the ship. Oh no. No! The car as well!
Why didn't you tell me?
You said you didn't want anything to do with ship.
Oh!
I never said that.
Yes, you did.
Okay, whatever.
You
Why would the Forever Knights want to steal ship?
You monster, Ben.
Hey, can you hurry it up?
Sure. You know how to fly.
You would not be allowed to sit in the car on the back of a tow truck.
New paint job and new tires.
That would have taken hours.
And
I took a course in vehicle spray painting. It takes hours for that.
You will stay here.
Ship's my pet. I want to help, and you can't stop me.
Okay, okay, okay. Right then.
Great, guys. Way to support.
Whoa. And he goes again.
Scrappiness, no kidding. Yes, but not so terribly bright.
Is that Tim Curry? I am not a fan of this torturing shit. That sounds like Tim Curry. Oh no 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 no! Not taking over shit. I don't like this. Look, they're real. They're real. They're gonna start attacking you.
Works for us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look out! I meant Doc, not.
Nice. Oh!
You're good at that. It's a lot like tennis, actually.
Some contribution.
Looks like an Antarian obliterated. A nasty piece of work. How nasty?
Fire!
Very nasty.
Stay out of the way, nasty.
Eesh.
Win!
And she's out.
Okay, now I'm angry. Shoot it!
No, Ben, no!
Now, Ben, now!
Always a little moment for the relationship, isn't it?
Ship! Stop! It's me. Truly. Not a monster. Not a killer. You're a good boy, Ship.
Oh. Good boy. Good boy. And he took the ship with him. He's the cutest thing.
Shoot it, shoot it, shoot it.
It was a suggestion.
Oh, 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 oh. Good boy.
Even if we all gotta go in the bargain.
Okay. Hey. Oh? Are we leaving the doctor trapped inside? Wow. And it's daylight. Hey.
Cool. We have our own spaceship.
Yeah.
You can borrow him if you help me take care of him. Rocking him, playing with him.
Okay, Ship. Find me a ball and we can play catch.
Yep. Tim Curry. Tim Curry voiced the Doctor. Morton. Kevin Michael Richardson. Okay. He did well with that British accent. Or what is he? I don't know if Kevin Michael Richardson is British. I don't know. I've only heard him voice American, but if he is British and he does American, he does it well. If he's American and he does British, he does it very well. Huge plus side of this episode. Ship was back. We haven't seen him since last season. At the beginning, we had the Forever Nights and they were talking about the dragon escaped, and I was like, oh, we're revisiting that again. I was like, okay, I'm happy to be revisiting this. They decided to make their own spaceship. I wonder why the Forever Knights have just decided now to make their own spaceship, because they collect alien technology and stuff. Why have they just decided now to make their own spaceship? Why have they not collected any spaceships before that? But okay. And even then, when they made it, they said that it's too complicated for us to make. It's too complicated for us to drive. I don't know how you managed to make it then if you don't know how to drive it. But we'll deal with it. But it was just an explanation to reintroduce Ship back into the show, and I'm so happy that it did so. Because Ship is the cutest thing I have ever seen. That's all I wrote down, Knights and Dragon and Ship. So it seems like the reason we haven't been seeing Ship so far is because he's just been out in the wild. Just infiltrating people's homes, becoming household objects, and just learning new tricks, shall we say. He's just been out in the wild, so yeah, he drops in on Julie from time to time, and he performs tricks for her, like things he's learnt to become, like a toaster, a washing machine, or a submarine. Okay. And apparently he only does it with Julie because Ben, the monster that he is, says he wanted nothing to do with Ship. How dare you, Ben? That almost made me angry. It made me a little bit angry. How could you possibly reject that cute little thing? But then again, if you don't know how to train it and then it just keeps transforming into your household objects, I can see why that would get pretty tiresome pretty quickly. The Forever Knights sent this Sir Morton to hunt it down, so once again, not a Forever Knight that we've seen. I don't know why they wouldn't have just gone with Connor from the last episode, but I don't remember who voiced Connor. Maybe they just get the voice actor back if it was a different voice actor. But if it was the same voice actor, or if it was a voice actor that's been on the show before, or I don't know why he wouldn't have gone with Connor. And once again, when they were talking about the Dragon episode, I was wondering, are we going to get Connor and the Squire back? Because that's still a plot thread that needs to be tied up. Or that we can just pull on to unravel something a little bit. But no, instead we got Sir Morton and this, and Dr. Chadwick, who was voiced by Tim Curry. Tim Curry's just got that distinctive voice where he talks like in a certain way. Wasn't a fan of him in this episode though, because he tortured Ship. He kidnapped and tortured Ship. So, not a fan. And Sir Morton kidnapped Ship. And then he blew the car up. He didn't blow the car up, but he ruined the car's paint job. And like I said in the episode, once again, the bit with the tow truck, they would not allow you to sit in the back of the. They would not allow you to sit in that car when you're in a tow truck. But okay, fine. And once again, we just cut to them having a new paint job on the car. I took a college course in vehicle spray painting for 3 years. I know that takes hours to do. Even if you're in a very heated environment, it still takes like up to an hour for a paint coat to dry. So they could have been there for hours, all the while Ship was being kidnapped. Like, I love the car and all, but Ship is the immediate priority. Whenever he shows up, he's the immediate priority. He's a priority above all the characters. He's just that cute. And once again, Julie was back. It's always good to have Julie back. And I've been okay with her showing up every now and again, but I do also question like her contribution to the team. Like, what does she have to offer? But she did find where the Forever Knights are hiding. It was a long shot, but she did find them, so that's her contribution. And then she was adamant about going because Ship is her pet as far as she's concerned. And yeah, once we got to the castle and the little fight started, she had a little contribution again when she just started whacking them all with that weapon that the Forever Knights were using. I suppose Ship is her contribution because he is her pet and she can basically just sick him on anyone. It sort of reminded me of last season, the episode with the gauntlet with JT and Cash. But I liked this one better because it involved Julie and Ship, which is a lot better than JT and Cash because it had the same sort of trope, like being taken over by something, a character being taken over by some technology, and then someone else talking them down and trying to get them to realise who you are. Ship is incredibly powerful. He's probably one of the most powerful He's probably the most powerful character. No, I wouldn't say that. He's probably one of the most powerful characters beneath Ben. Like, he probably goes Ben, Ship, Gwen, Kevin, Julie. Like, Kevin's pretty powerful, but I feel like Gwen can do a bit more with her powers. Whereas Ben has got Alien X stored up in that Omnitrix, so he's basically a god if he tries that. I suppose only if Ben is willing to use Alien X and he can use it to his will that works. If not, then Ship is top of the food chain in that. Because if Ship just decided suddenly to become a nuclear bomb and blow up the entire world, then only Alien X could stop that. And I'm probably reading a bit too much into this, I'm going a bit deep, but yeah. If Ship just decided to become a giant bomb and then blow everything up, and Alien X was the only one who could stop it, Ben would have to go through all that shit with Serena and Bellicus. But that'll be okay because we'd get Kevin Conroy back. So yeah, let me just rank this episode. My phone's over there. So let's see where this episode ranks among the other ones. I mean, it's got Ship in it, so that immediately guarantees that it's not going to be at the bottom, I don't think. But it's not up to the level of last episode. That connects to the big overall picture. Oh, and just before we do that, I've got to go in a bit into the thing. Yeah, Ship just destroyed the Forever Knights. And then basically blew up their castle. We left that Doctor for dead. He is... If he shows up, he's going to have a huge chip on his shoulder. Yeah. Ship just transformed into that spaceship. Because he's got that spaceship inside him now. He can transform into it if he wants. He can just... Yeah, we just left that Doctor for dead. Had a chance to save him as well, and Ben was just like, nah, you're not getting out. Yeah, just like Kevin said, we've got our own spaceship now. Ship can transform into a spaceship, we can go anywhere if we want. Like, we were experimenting with the teleporter pad last episode for different... I assume so that they can use it to travel to different places. You've got a spaceship now. Your arsenal is extending. Your means of travel are extending. I have no doubt in my mind that we're going to be seeing that again. There's no doubt in my mind that we're going to be seeing Ship transform into that spaceship again to take them to different planets. I will not be surprised. I'm expecting it. Julie's only going to let them use Ship again if they decide to take care of him, if they agree to help take care of him. So I hope Ship becomes a more regular character from now on, because I have missed him. And I'm happy that they addressed why he's not been in the show since last season. He's just been wandering off learning how to do new tricks. I'm happy that they addressed that, because they could have just had him show up and it would be just like, oh, he's shown up. But they addressed why he's not been here, so I'm happy that they did that. But now let's move on to the episode ranking. Was it better than episode 4? What was episode 4? The Big Chill episode. Yeah, I think it was better than the Big Chill episode. Was it better than the episode with Albedo? Unfortunately, I have to say no, it wasn't better than the episode with Albedo, so it takes 5th place. So it's second from the bottom. Despite how good Ship is, and despite how much I love him, Albedo is a villain that's going to be shown again in the future, so that's connected to future stories, which is always a plus side. Once again, episode 2, episode with Rainey. We're going to be seeing Rainey again, so once again, building for the future. Episode 1 was just such a surprise that I just enjoyed it that much. And then episode 5, I don't need to explain episode 5, it was the best episode of the season. So yeah, as it stands right now, it is episode 5, 1, 2, 3, 6, and 4. But that doesn't mean episode 4 was bad, because it involved Big Chill in a big bad way, and I love Big Chill. So, yeah, that is all we've got for this episode of Ben 10 Alien Force, and I really enjoyed it. I love having Ship back. It's always a plus. Well, I say always a plus, this is only the second time, but once again, it's a big plus that he showed up. That is all we've got for this episode of Ben 10 Alien Force. Until next time, we are over and out. Bye!